Got my pumpkin patch dog. He's a good boy. What's up, guys? It's Jack from GrowJack Outdoors and Woody Dog and my dad Kent, and we're coming at you with another video under the shade cloth in the GrowJack Patch. And we forgot somebody.
The big pumpkin, which we're giving everybody a full update on today. We're going to tape it, show you how much we guess it weighs, and kind of tell you everything we've got going on.
And we got some bad news last week, and it was that they canceled our state fair and our county fair, which was last year. My pumpkin wasn't grown here in the GrowJack Patch last year, but I grew it at my friend Bryan Baker's house. I went over there a couple days a week and helped him, and that was my reward from working there. And I entered it in the county fair. I won that, so that was my ticket to go to the state fair, and I won that. And then the Oklahoma
City Zoo saw him at the state fair, and they called Jack's mom and wanted to know if they could buy that pumpkin.
So they did, and then they had it at their fall festival, and
we went and took the boys and took pictures with it. So tons of Oklahoma families took pictures with Jack's big pumpkin last year. But the county, we already knew the Oklahoma State Fair was canceled. We've kind of been planning on going to the county fair all along, and they announced that it was canceled too last week. So we're still growing a giant pumpkin, but right now it looks like the pumpkin's going to be grown for the Gardening with Leon's Kid Contest. And as of right now, the Oklahoma Giant Pumpkin Growers Weigh-Off is still going to happen on September 19th. So that's where all the Oklahoma heavy hitters are going to show up, and I don't know if we'll have anything for them or not, but we're giving it a shot. Typically the kids would enter the state fair, and the Oklahoma Giant Pumpkin Growers Weigh-Off was for the adults, but we're gonna try to play ball with the big boys.
Yeah, we're doing good so far. Last time I taped it,
I think it was 360 something yesterday.
Well, I think it was 380.
380. But one thing we want to say real quick was Brian gave Jack that pumpkin last year that the zoo bought, and that money Jack got from that pumpkin, Brian let him keep it because he gave him the pumpkin out. And we really appreciate that, and appreciate the zoo stepping up and buying it. But Jack was able to purchase his tiller, all his shade cloth. That money from the zoo was Jack's start to the GrowJack Patch. That's what started pretty much this channel and this giant pumpkin patch. So we want to say thank you so much to Brian for the knowledge he shared with Jack, and to the Oklahoma City Zoo for stepping up and paying a premium for that pumpkin. They actually made the offer on it. We didn't tell them a price, and it was very nice of them, and you know, I hope maybe we'll have another big pumpkin for him this year.
And the first week I got that money, first thing I bought with that money was my tiller. And like my dad said, that's what started the whole channel.
If you go all the way back to Jack's first video, and he's right here in the GrowJack Patch with that tiller that he bought, that he actually bought at an auction. We got a really good deal on it. And if you saw the last video, may have started a little bit of an auction fever with Jack. He is a competitive bidder, but we go back and watch that first video. There's a whole lot more people with eyes on us now, and Jack's made big improvements. I'm sure proud of him. I was proud of him the first video. He cringes a little bit when he goes back and watches.
Yeah.
I
thought it was perfect when I watched it, but
he realizes now he was talking a little bit fast. You couldn't have told him that at the time, though. He thought He thought I should send that video to Daniel Arms and he was going to be the next superstar. But anyways, we're gonna tape this pumpkin today and give you an estimate of what we think it's weighing. Kind of give everybody an update of where we're at, so they can see what they're up against if they're in Leon's contest.
Yep.
Let's measure this thing. All right, first thing, we'll give you guys a good look at it.
It's outgrown all three of us, Woody, me, and my dad, combined. Woody's my pumpkin patch dog.
Patch dog. Okay, Jack's gonna take 3 measurements. He's gonna measure across it this way at the widest point, all the way to the ground. This way at the widest point, all the way to the ground on both sides. And then he'll do the whole thing. And we'll add them up, and we have a chart that will estimate the weight.
So, if yours isn't a pair like ours, you can do it the widest point.
For whatever reason, our pumpkin ended up a little bit pear-shaped.
You're on the ground. Oh.
So that one.
70.
Are you on? That one's 80 inches. Are you on the ground over there? 80 inches.
Now, I'm gonna go behind the pumpkin. One thing I do, because it's on sand, I always take my shoes off so I can feel if I'm stepping on the main vine or something. Now, you don't have to do that, that's just something I do. And AJ loves to do it because he likes the sand on his toes.
If you're wondering what the bed sheet is behind Jack, we make a kind of a tent with that to keep the sun off this thing.
Is that the widest point? Yes. Call it?
We are 73 that way.
Here's one I struggle with.
This one's hard to do, especially by yourself.
I have to like lay over the pumpkin. And scooch it down to the widest point.
Hang on. We're not there yet. There you go.
108.
108.
We moved over here to the shade so we can talk about the chart. We added all those numbers together and it ended up equaling 261 inches. So we'll take those inches, and there's numbers on this chart. We just found this chart on a Google search and we printed it out, and
it's a chart for Atlantic giant pumpkins.
And
so 261.
There's only a 260, so right in the middle I think would be about 410 pounds.
So so it's estimating about 410 pounds today.
Woo! That's a lot. It's getting big. So the seed I'm growing this from is 420. So we're about to pass that. Guys, I'm getting real excited. My pumpkin last year was 507 pounds. So we're getting pretty close. We're about to beat that.
So that's a quick video on how to measure your giant pumpkin and estimate the weight. We'll run you guys over and give you a quick glimpse of the big watermelon, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Now, you can kind of estimate how big it is.
Ignore all the weeds. Jack's watermelon patch has really gotten overtaken by weeds, but
she's getting big.
He's got a big watermelon going.
I've been taping it. I have a chart for watermelons, but you're gonna have to wait for maybe next video. We'll tape it and tell you how much it's weighing. But I will say it's been gaining like 3 pounds a day, so I can barely even pick it up. See, I can kind of get it off the ground. So guys, before I wrap this video up, I wanted to give you a quick glimpse at my other giant pumpkin. It's off to a really good start, so yeah. And some of you guys have been asking about my GrowJack Outdoors t-shirts. These were just test runs to see what we liked. And hopefully next week, starting throughout the month of August, we can have some t-shirt sales on the Facebook page. So keep an eye out on the Facebook page for that. So guys, go down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and like this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you are as excited as I am about these giant pumpkins. See you on the next video.